I'm looking into the camera right now and say, hey there guys, welcome to this new video. Today I want to talk about the fact that Africans are pretty slow when it comes to welcoming or upgrading or appreciating newer technologies. And cryptocurrency is one of those technologies which have actually been lagging behind in terms of trust. And I say the word trust because people just don't trust cryptocurrencies, and there's a reason for that. No one knows what cryptocurrencies are, right? You can imagine teaching a person what something is, then convincing them how to actually take part in it through, will it make their life easier? Which I think cryptocurrencies are more for making life easier than trading, right? Even though, yes, you could trade, but I'm not a huge fan of sort of always telling people to trade cryptocurrencies. I want them to hold cryptocurrency. I want them to transfer cryptocurrencies because it's easier. There's no transaction fee. It's fast. And yeah, it's sort of very, very easy. This is easy value in the palm of your hands. And it's not very, very easy convincing someone that that's the case because for the longest time, money has always been a part of people's lives everywhere in the world, let alone in Africa. All people know is money, right? Paper money, right? And if you convince someone that this thing called Bitcoin itself is value, it's money of its own, even though we don't use the word money, but it's a value which can be exchanged for a lot of good things. And it's value which grows. It's not value which is um, which can actually succumb to inflation, right? Because money paper succumbs to inflation. That's why every single year they have to increase oil. They have to sort of increase prices of products, right? Because of inflation. Bitcoin is different. But if you convince someone in Africa why Bitcoin is different, it is so good to be true, right? Why is this a thing now? We've been struggling with money for a very, very long time. Somehow we have to believe that someone has cracked the code. It's not easy to convince someone to actually buy Bitcoin and hold it, right? As a miner, I'm sort of a holder than a trader, right? You can always trade it if you want to make more, gamble with what you've mined, but being a holder is the best thing, right? You hold it, and every single day it can go up in value. Sometimes it goes down, but the truth of the matter is it'll always go up. I'm not a salesman. I may be talking like one, but I'm not a salesman. So you should understand that first and foremost, that if you're going to convince someone to buy into a newer technology, that's the first thing you do. You convince them, right? Tell them what it is. Reassure them that it's safe. Reassure them that it's hacker proof. Bitcoin is very, very hacker proof. Monero is hacker proof. Ethereum is hacker proof. They can hack into wallets, but they cannot hack into the blockchain. So if you make people feel comfortable about the technology, maybe then convince them to take part in it. That's very, very difficult to do with this type of technology because this is something which you are saying it's money, but it's not money. So how are you going to convince people to do that? For a very, very long time, Africans have been very skeptical of newer technologies, innovative technologies, unless if it's popular and it's tangible. Cell phones for the longest time. I remember late 90s and people are skeptical about phones, right? Newer technologies, people want to push back because they hate the idea of thinking that they lived their whole lives without something. Now it's as if they've been living a worthless life. So yeah, when social media first came in, we had Facebook, WhatsApp, and all these things. People are still pushing back. We don't like Facebook. We hear stories about Facebook, but now everyone is using Facebook. So what does this say about cryptocurrencies? Same thing. They will push back and push back, but they're pushing way harder when it comes to cryptocurrencies because it's so good to be true. The digital money, right? The internet money. That's way more than just technology in your hands. Because Facebook is in your phone, you can see it, it works there. But I think money or value assets, commodities are a different story. And I think that Africans, we are lagging behind because of that. People have been using different technologies and innovations as scams, and there are more scammers in the crypto space than any technology innovation in this world. But if you want to convince Africans to get into crypto, you have to somehow teach them about it. I teach all the time when it comes to mining the blockchain, what is, how to be safe, how to do things safely, how to protect your cryptocurrencies. It's very important that they get that first. You're not going to convince someone to get into something just by of saying, "Oh, this is very very good. You're going to earn more money." And the time for that is done with. No one cares about the get rich schemes anymore. People are now smart, and I think that they're getting too smart to the point where they just don't want to appreciate newer technologies which can make their lives better, can make their children's lives better. So yeah, it's very, very sad to live in an environment where technology and innovation is not really that well appreciated, right? And I think we've now set it as a standard. We're too conservative. We just like the same things over and over again. So I feel like cryptocurrencies mining could make a lot of people a lot of money quick. And I think, I know I sound like a salesman. I sound like a scammer, but that's true. Imagine if you're a miner. Imagine if, yes, you do trade. If you're trading, you have to be good at it. Don't put money and just treat it like a slot machine. You're pressing and you pray. Doesn't work that way. But yeah, it's still very, very profitable. There are a lot of unemployed youth in Africa than any other continent in this world. It's proven. Go out there, check it out on Google. The data is there. So you can imagine what cryptocurrencies can do. Look at what they're doing now in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, they are opening the first ever solar-powered cryptocurrency mining farm. That's insane, right? In Southern Africa, it's sort of a first. I mean, I do believe in South Africa, someone is doing that. But in a country which is war torn, which is under economic collapse like Zimbabwe, when you hear stories like that, you're like, whoa, that's really incredible. So I wish that more stories like that will trend on social media and people will be comfortable with cryptocurrencies, cryptocurrency mining, cryptocurrency trading, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba, um, Cardano, and all these other ones. So yeah, that's just a video here, and I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on why Africans were lagging behind in terms of cryptocurrencies, investing in them, and also mining them too. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you next time.